V-Tuf have sent me this V7 power washer to review. It is their most powerful DIY pressure washer. It's got a maximum pressure of 195 bar and a working pressure of 130 bar. In this video I'm just going to unbox it so you can see how it arrives and what's inside the box. I'll just show you the box so you can see some of the detail on there. Remember, you can pause the video if you want a closer look. So as you can see, the same details are on both sides of the box, look. Right, so let's get it open. This is just packing, there's nothing in there. There's a bracket for storing tools and stuff on. Foam cannon. Don't worry, I'll show you everything closer up when I've unboxed it. That's part of the gun assembly. The trigger. And the power washer. And in the bottom of the box we've got the hose pipe connector. So at the bottom here there is the turbo nozzle, which is my favourite piece of equipment for power washing. The high pressure water hose is here on the reel. If I turn the machine around, there's a chemical tank, which is a very handy feature. Here is a power cable, and as you can see it's stored on the back of the machine there. There are 4 quick release nozzles: 0 degrees, 15 degrees, 25 degrees and 60 degrees. So as well as the nozzles that are on the machine, there is another nozzle that's on the end of the lance, and that is a chemical nozzle. So that allows the chemical tank to do its job. When I review the machine, I'll demonstrate those. That's all I can see on the back there. And then if we come round, this is just a cap that covers the hose connector. Foam cannon, trigger gun, lance, hose pipe connector, turbo nozzle, instructions, and you'll notice there's a pin there. That's for unblocking any blockages in the nozzle, so remember that that's there, don't forget about it. Bracket, and that's about it really. Quite simple. So you'll see that the hose connector has got a filter in there, which is very good, and there's a rubber washer in there, so that just screws onto here, and it does not need to be ultra tight, so you can screw it on by hand and just nip it up. Now if it leaks you can always get a spanner on it and just give it a little bit more, but I've never had to adjust these. Just hand tight, as long as it's nice and tight, is good enough. Now if I spin the machine round like so, you'll see there's a fitting there on the side of the machine, and this is where the tool rest fits. You can see there is a fitting there so that it slots on. So to fit the tool rest, this edge, the very far edge, has got to push all the way back against this little lug at the very end of that. So you'll see the yellow part of the moulding is against this here, and then it just pushes down. So I'll film that again from a bit further away. So push that all the way in there. See how I'm pressing it in with my thumb so it's right against the edge. It slides down and then just push it down, and that's it fitted. Quite simple really. So to assemble the gun, it's fairly simple. There is a threaded end on the end of the lance there that just screws into the trigger gun. There's an O-ring in there that seals it, so that just tightens up, and then we'll just give that a bit of a nip. Now then, I'll show you this. Look, you can actually turn that round using this part of the gun. So you can screw that up nice and tight, and then you can face the nozzle anywhere you want just by turning this and letting go. It's as simple as that, really. So that is the gun assembled. It's got a quick release system, which is very handy. I'll demonstrate that with the chemical nozzle. You just pull this collet back there, push it in all the way, and then slide it forward. Let me come in closer so you can see that. Pull this little collet back, push in the nozzle all the way, and then let that slide up. So that's it, the V7 unboxed and assembled. Very, very simple, there's nothing to it at all. And the next thing I'm going to do is review this machine. So I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching, and please take care out there.